Fatima Bosch didn't win alone. Online hate also won. Being Miss Universe is more than representing glamour, beauty, and intelligence. And when the crown rests on the head of a woman like Fatima Bosch, the weight is even greater, because an avalanche of hatred, suspicion, and digital violence disguised as opinions or legitimate controversy has also fallen on her shoulders. If criticism were a contest, there would be thousands of winners. But when a comment ceases to be constructive and becomes an attack, it is violence, and no one should support it. The Bosch case, more than a scandal, is a brutal reminder of how digital violence has become an everyday and cowardly tool to punish women who dare to shine. Her Miss Universe victory has been surrounded by speculation, questions, and doubts about the pageant's transparency, and could have been the start of a legitimate debate about the industry. However, what she received was not informed or constructive criticism, but an avalanche of attacks that have nothing to do with public discussion. The narrative twisted into hateful personal attacks that crossed all boundaries: insults, mockery, defamation, and even threats. This isn't citizen oversight. It's digital violence that wears people down, attacks them, and shatters their self-esteem and emotional stability. The reactions were so strong that she herself publicly denounced the attacks she received on social media, including hateful insults and disparaging remarks about her victory. But beyond the scandal, she decided not to run from the noise. She raised her voice once again and clearly stated that these attacks do not define her, that her worth lies not in what others say, but in her dignity, her strength, and her voice. And without a doubt, daring to resist and stand tall is another victory for Bosch, because social pressure often seeks to destroy those who dare to shine. In these times, when online violence spreads at internet speed, it operates like a swarm that pressures, intimidates, and seeks to erase a woman's merit through collective scrutiny. In the case of our Miss Universe, the comments didn't stop at questioning the pageant. They turned her body, her face, her voice, her identity, her story, and even her family into a public target. Because, of course, criticism is healthy, but when it crosses the line into harassment, it becomes clear that it's a weapon, and the cost is significant, since digital violence is real, and so are its impacts. And although the origin of the controversy may be complex, nothing justifies turning a woman into the target of a digital mob that confuses justice with lynching. Defending Bosch doesn't mean endorsing or applauding everything she represents. It means acknowledging that symbolic, digital, and media violence against women exists, hurts, and deserves to be named. It means saying that we are not willing to accept that being a woman should come at the cost of threats, that being visible should come at the cost of insults, or that success should come at the cost of dignity. Because when a woman succeeds and is subjected to such a hate campaign, what is at stake is not her worth, but the right of all women to be recognized, respected, and visible. Fatima was the one who wore the crown, but behind her are thousands of women who have been judged, singled out, and silenced. Raising our voices is not just about defending a name, it's about defending our right to shine without asking permission. May her victory not be reduced to scandal, may her voice not be worn down by offense, but rather be a mirror of resistance and dignity, even if the world insists on silencing her.